This going to add me to stream, or what the fuck's going on there? Why does it not add me to stream? The stream. 2 seconds. What the hell? Why's it not added me to stream then? Don't know what that's all about. Oh well. There we go. So I'm in London. Not my usual setup and stuff, but I was completely forgot to do. I was going to do this last night and ended up, I took my daughter to a carnival and shit yesterday, so ended up not doing it. So good evening, welcome. Thank you for joining. I think John from Lord's done something similar. I only found out this morning as well. Something similar. Went through a little bit of the beer list. So I'm going to try and go through most of it. It's quite a lot. Or at least I'll go through what's caught my eye on the list, and then if you're going, then let us know. As it starts tomorrow, runs through till Saturday evening, so not non-stop. But anyway, got quite a few comments and stuff, so let's get into those. So thanks for joining again. We've got Angie, how you doing? Good evening. Got Luke, Henry, 420, Trilby. People saying hi to each other. We've got Geordie's Dan. How you doing, mate? Lots of people saying hello to each other, which is all good stuff. All the way down to there. There we go. So I was going to say I was going to do this earlier in the week, but it's been quite a busy week. I've not done any lives or anything like that. Done a bit of recording. I've got a few bits and bats coming up, which is going to be quite interesting. Like a cask beer that I reviewed, that I had to review because it was just anyway. You'll see. Else we got coming up this week? An interview with Brian Dixon, head brewer Northern Monk. So that like 15-minute little interview sort of thing. So that's coming, and hopefully get some footage next few days. So anyway, let's go straight into this. I did see you as live just as I had already pressed the button, so apologies about it. I mean, you can't, you know what it's like. You know. I've done a review before, cracking on and stuff. So no, not how. This is family in Battersea, London. So no hotels this time. So anyway, let me just get the other page up and running, so I won't be able to see the comments once this goes kind of live, if you know what I mean. I will see what it looks like on the phone because I don't really. I know. Where are we? Home. Turn the sound down. Excuse me. Right, and yeah, it was good. Good to see you as well, so mate. It was pretty crazy. 3 days of solid boozing, 2 tap takeovers and a beer fest. Not bad. And I've had yesterday and kind of today I've got a beer. We'll get into that in a minute. We'll have a little break in between. I'll go back to the comments. So, right, let's go back to the actual page then. And then I did join a few lives a bit merry, shall we say. So, happens. Right, let's go to share page then. I'm just about to show. I've already transferred it all to listed on Tapped, the whole 700 and something beers. I've done that earlier in the week. And it hasn't changed since last Tuesday, so according to the timestamp. So so I've got them all on my phone, so I can muck around. I'm just going to see how this works out on my phone, and I can work out what I want to do with. Well, I don't want me in the things. So I actually want to go. I think that one. That's the one. That's what I want. So there we go. All right. Yeah. So we got it full screen. So but I can still see comments. I've got my phone. Just what did I take that out? You're an idiot sometimes. All the time, really. But I need to get a new phone cable. What? It's one of them ones where it's on the edge of not working at all. Why did you take that out? I don't know why. I don't know why. There, mate. I've got it on my phone charger here. But it doesn't seem to answer. This is what happens on another live when I was on my phone. I didn't realise it wasn't charging because I'm trying to show you and you can't see. Doesn't matter. We'll just have to see how it goes. We'll have a little break anyway. So this is the link off the actual main page. So this is the beers. So we've got hand pumps equals H and then keg, bottle. And then there was another one that isn't even on there, which is a bit weird. So the last time they actually done anything, this was Tuesday. So I'm only going to go through. I'm not going through absolutely every brewery, but so there's a few breweries here. There's one from America, one or two I'm not too sure about, but 8 wide out of New Zealand. So there's a few bits and bats here. That sounds quite interesting. The 8 wide 11th anniversary stout, 15%. And then I've had one or two from them before. So we'll see. Anyways, I will put the list down below for this. Well, it's quite easy to find if you go on to the Great British Beer Festival website, and there'll be a link on there if you want to have a good look for yourself. If you're going, of course. I can see there's comments going there, so apologies. I will get round to it. But I'm just going to go through the beers, otherwise we'll be here forever, and I don't really want to be on for too long. So Acorn, I've cut the beers from them before. The Old Mill Porter sounds interesting. There's one or two that I've not recognised from Adnams. The Coffee Porter, obviously Broadside, Mosaic, which is the ones they do in cans, I believe. It's obviously Ghost Ship. That's one of their main kind of things, really. Sea Fog, I think, is a new one. I did have one or two to untap that weren't on there. Then got the bitter. Anyway, so that's kind of that sort of deal. So I'm really kind of brushing over it. Otherwise, it's going to take forever. Aeronaut, I've not heard. I think I've heard that from them before. I think this is a double IPA, 8%. 8 years, Dr. Nandu, I don't know. A lager. Never heard of Airline Brewing Company before. Apparently, it's a Scottish export. I don't know what exactly, but we'll not heard of Elder before. There's quite a lot of beers from Italy in this list. So we get into. There's a couple of beers that are really. I'm going to definitely try and hit tomorrow lunchtime. Alesmith Brewing Company, probably one of the best, in my opinion. Not that I had too many, but Alesmith Brewing Company, California. They got a rye wine on 12% and a porter, which is like an crazy imperial porter, 10.2, just below that, Noble Empire. But they've obviously done different versions of this, hence the years and all that sort of carry on. So I will be skipping breweries. I'm just going through bits and bats. So there's a few of these, like Belgian brewery here. I can't pronounce it. Rubbish. Elvin, whatever. They've got quite a few there. I've had one or two of their bits before. I think I had barley wine to a box share once. Angels and Demons is down my way. Bombay Special, I've had it on cast locally to me. They're out of Folkestone. Asbach and Odd Day, of course, out of Croydon here in London. So we've got one or two bits on that I want to try. What one was it? The ESB. I don't think I've had the ESB before, so we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to get through everything I want to try, but yeah. So Apex out of Sweden. Arbor, of course, as you know, out of Bristol. I've had a few of these bits before. So Argo, I've never heard of Argo before, out of Italy. Arcals, not heard of them. I might have heard of them. Arpus, Latvia. I've had one or two of them. They got some crazy quadruple dry hopped IPA. So yeah, I think the one I had in Lewis with Jake was like, I think it was about 13%. But they've actually got two of those on. Then they've got a triple, and then they've got a barley wine. It's like, yeah, they don't do like 12, 10, 10, 12. It's an Atom out of Hull. I'm going through selective stuff, really, to be honest with you. It's, but the link is there if you go and kind of look for it. Bath Ales, the Gem, that's supermarket one you can get most of the time. BC Brewer, I've not heard of those before. Beartown, I've had one or two from them. Bedlam, I've had one or two from them. Beer Mats is out in Raggy's neck of the woods, so I've had one or two of their beers. Beretta, out of Romania, I've never had nothing from them before. I've had one from, I can't pronounce it, from Italy. It's a while ago. Because I've only been to the Great British Beer Fest once, that was in 2015. So it's like bloody hell, 7 years ago. So time flies. So Black Storm, which is I had one or two bits from them fairly recently. Blue Monkey, that's Luke's favourite brewery. Boland, I've had one or two of them, I think. Hen Harry has always been like they're very trad sort of British English brewery, or whatever you want to call it. Boxing Bear, never heard of. Bradfield, Brass Castle, I've had one or two. I've always wanted to try Bad Kitty. I never got round to it. It must be a really decent porter. Where do we get to? Bratto Brew House and Kitchen. So I've never heard of these sort of things. I had a little look of some of them, but it's impossible to actually keep up with them. Brewfist, I've had one beer from them before, and it's their Spaghetti Western. I actually had it on draft in 2015 and bought a bottle and reviewed it like when I first started, and I thought that was the most strongest beer I've ever had at the time. It just blew my mind. 8.7. I think it's a collaboration beer with I can't remember the name of the brewery from the States. Yeah, I can't remember. Bridgetown, see, I don't know who these are. Obviously, Bristol Beer Factory. Brewery K's out of the Netherlands, yeah. Where is it? There's Catch Me by the Coconut sounds quite interesting. Thick macaroon in alcohol form. So we're only up to B. Do you know what I mean? It goes through the whole alphabet, so it's that's why I'm doing selective stuff really. Bullhouse out of Ireland, I believe. Heard about them first time last year. Burning Sky down in East Sussex, of course, down in Farley. So they've got a couple on there that I can get quite locally on cars. So Burnside, not heard of them. Burton Town, Butcher's Tears, never heard of them. They're out in the Netherlands. So we've got quite a list of their beers. Cairngorm, of course. By the Horns, I've had one or two of their bits. Castle Rock again, Raggy's neck of the woods. Black Gold, which is a mild. They've actually got, I think they've got listed on. I went through it because I was quite interested. I think they've got 20 milds that could or will be on during probably the whole course of the festival. The beers will change and stuff. Where do we get to? So there's a few bits I don't know who they are, but I'm just going to go through some of the other bits. Cool Head, I've heard of them. think if you're anyone who watches James Rampant Line, he's reviewed a few cool head beers. I've had one or two, I think, collabs, Beer 52 jobbies, you know. There's another mild there, Black Gold from Copper Dragon. A few more Italian ones. Crouch Vale, I've heard of another. Blackwater Miles, there's quite a lot of miles. And then you go like Decam, it's like this is like all Belgian stuff, Gers and Creeks and Lambecs and stuff like that. So I mean, all of these are going to be bottles, as it says there. Hence the bees everywhere. So there's a hive of bottles. De Grail, I've had one or two of them in the past. Belgian brewery. I'm rubbish at pronouncing some of these names. So, De Rake, quite a few there, quite a few saisons. There will be international bars anyway. I think Netherlands, Belgium, I think Czech Republic. This is all off the top of my head. And then you've got the American bar, which I've already dialed in where that is on the map. So that's where I'm going to be heading straight away on Tuesday, or tomorrow. It feels it's been a long time coming. It's one of them sort of, oh yeah, on the Tuesday, it's tomorrow. Shit, you know, it's one of them sort of deals. Let me just close this off and go back to the comments for a bit, because it is ridiculous. It's probably about 20 minutes long, so I'm really sorry I won't get to every comments and stuff. Been in supermarkets for ages, that mosaic. I reviewed it about 6 years ago, I think. It's been around a while. The Adnams beer. People saying hi to each other. Here we have Scott coming in. How you doing, Keith? Nice one. I'm just going to shout names. Good names. So that was it, really. Just it's not a surprise, is it? You can't go playing football and was that the first or the second string? So I know the second string started doing music, so you can't do that sort of thing. He was steaming. Yeah. Unnecessary drama. We get to so yeah. Cheers, Keith. I'm just seeing if there's anyone new. So apologies I don't get through. It does sound good. Luke, that does sound good. Just trying to make sure I don't miss anyone. Really shout you out and stuff. Most of you all talking to each other, which is all good. So cheers, Brad. Nice one. We will get it. Lots of few songs going on there. Ramsbury, no, they're not there. Simon. Good evening, Scott. How you doing, mate? I don't know if you're going to be around this week in London or not. I don't know. If you are, you know where I am. Shout me up. I'm around. So, yeah, cheers, Keith, again. Nice one. That's Craig. Yeah. And there we go. No, well, you know I'm like Scott. So yeah, if you let me know if you're there tomorrow. Got David Wilson just chiming in there. So I just wanted to, because I'm screen sharing, I can't see stuff, so it's like not ignoring anyone, all that sort of carry on. But that's where I live. Yeah. No. Well, it's never stopped you before. I'm joking. I don't think he's going, is he? Is he going? I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I'm based in Battersea, so it's not. It's about. I think the quickest I can get there is in about half an hour from where I'm at. Not just him. I don't know. I don't. I can't keep up. To be honest with you, cheeky bastard. But while I'm here, I'm drinking a can of Track Brewing Company and Flock. It's been canned about a week. It was very kindly given to me by Ross from Flock when they were doing their tap takeover the other day. Each equation IPA, Strata, Idaho 7, and Eldorado, 6%. I'm only just having the one beer. Done a review before it came on there. Show it that way round. So there we go. Got that much left. So yeah, just what I wanted to review that just to. I didn't want to be because I don't go home until Sunday. Littleton stays here, but I go home Sunday, so my dad can go to golf for a few days next week, and then I'll be back up on Friday morning of next week. So meeting up with Luke and stuff. So we're dog sitting, mate. So okay, right, yeah, no worries. Yeah, I kind of haven't done really much in the way of doing trips since Lewis. So there was a bottle share going on, but I knew that August was going to be a bit kind of a few things going on. So I wanted to. There's things I wanted to do in London and then Belgium the end of the month. So how you doing? Got Craft Beer Hub in the house. How you doing, mate? Yeah, I'll speak to you in the morning, buddy. It's good to see you, Mark. Are you all right? Got staggeringly good. Okay. No, that's fair enough. It's closer and yeah, I get that. But yeah. So anyway, so I will now and then go back to the comments. As I don't know. Sorry if I've missed your comments. It's just I'm trying to get through this list. It's going to take forever otherwise. So if you're interested, hang around. If not, I understand. And thanks for tuning in and stuff. So I'm only not going through every single brewery, every single beer. I'm just things that have jumped out, to me. So right. So let's get back on the old sharing. Share screen. That one. Share. Boom. I know I'm sharing a screen. It's telling me I'm sharing a screen. I know. I don't know where we got to exactly. You can clear off. So as I say, I'm not going through every single thing. So East London Brewing Company, I've had a few bits from them. There were one or two reviews like 5 years ago from them. Pretty half decent, nothing crazy, but yeah. So there's loads of brewers I've never heard of, like East Side from Italy. There's some breweries from Sweden there, and so Lucid Brewing, Oregon Trails, like a West Coast. It's a West Coast type. It says Golden Ale there. I thought it was an IPA. It is an IPA. What's this here? Golden Shenanigans. West Coast IPA. It's one I've been wanting to try for a while. It's been in cans. There's reviews. I think Scott reviewed one. I think Dean reviewed it, and there's a few other people reviewed it. But do you know what I mean? There's a couple of bits and bats that I want to try. But I've got a few days to. I'm not going to go crazy each day, knowing that I'm there for a while. So, as I'm not going to even mention every single brewery. So just more of the ones that, as I said, it's going to stick out. There's quite a lot there I've never heard of before. Fifth Hammer I've heard of before. There's some decent things out of the States. 5 Points, London-based brewery, of course. I had a few of their bits, so I'm interested in that. The Goldians version. They've got a couple of different versions of their best bitter. I do like Trad as well as the Hype gear. see like Flying Dreams Brewing from States, Franklin's Brewing, never heard of. Fine Ales, yeah, I've heard of those. They do some really good mixed firm. I've got a good friend who really digs their kind of stuff. I've had a few of their, like Jar, which is probably their most regular one if you see it on cask. Sour Friends Mango sounds really good. Gamma, I've actually had that one before. Freak Wave, had that one before. Done a review of it. Glamorgan, Goody Ales is my neck of the woods. They've got 2 beers there, but a mild I've actually never had before, so which is bizarre. But you don't see their beers very often around my way. That very rarely see them on cask. On bottles, you have to go to specialist, farm shops that are out in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. Goose Eye, I've never heard of. A Dartmoor mild. Great. Oakley, Great Oakley. Green Duck, they were at Brew London. So they've got a stout on. Gun Brewery down in Sussex. I've had a few of their bits before. Half Moon. Hammering from Italy, never heard of. Obviously Harvey's had a few of their bits when we was down in Lewis, but that sounds interesting. We actually missed it at the These Hills Beer Fest. They had this on cask. We didn't even know because we didn't go to the. We thought, oh, we're here. We don't need to go and do Harvey's, but I had that on cask at the fest. And pretty much all of these we've already had. Well, I think I don't know if I've had that one. The Tom Payne bitter, but I've had pretty much everything else apart from that and the stout. So Heavy Seas beer, I've heard of them, but not had nothing from them. So I'm not going for absolutely everything, just kind of skimming it really. Let's see, Husk Brewing, Hybrid, Incredible. Iron Pier, they're down out of my way. They've got 3 beers on. I've had the cask iron stout recently on cask. It's really good. I think they're out of Green Hive up near Dartford way. They've got a really nice looking tap room that, as I say, I've never. It's a bit of a mission to get up there and then go back in the day, but maybe one day when circumstances and stuff, I might be able to do it. So Jack's Abbey, I've heard of these guys. They're a lager brewery out of the States, and they do some good stuff. They've had a few of their beers over in the past. So yeah, House Lager, probably their standard lager. Ship out of Boston. What does it say that is? I think it's an amber. Let's have a look. Unfilled export lager. There we go. Full-bodied multi. So yeah, it's a Keller beer. There we go. So that'd be quite interesting. I don't know what this brewery is about in the Netherlands, but they've got a lot. Sirens going off outside. I'm definitely in London. Kent Brewery, I've got a couple. Black Gold, which is dark ale, stroke mild. I don't know. Prohibition, I've had that a few times on cask. Citrusy pale. New Zealand Brewery, got quite a lot of stuff. I'll look at it all in bottles. Colonel, double dark porter. Going to be definitely trying to get on that. It's got Mosaic and Sabro in that. So it says it imparts coconut and blueberry flavours alongside strong roasted malt. So that, yeah. Even though I've come to London, not had that one before, I've heard it's very good. They got a table beer as well, just to throw in, of course. So of what hoppage, I don't know. It doesn't say. Where do we get to? Leon C. They've got a barley wine. Did you mention that, Simon? I'm not too sure. Lervig. Most people have heard of Lervig, so that would be quite interesting. A couple of lagers, which is interesting. I don't know what is that. Is that stout? Tasting notes not available. It's very handy. Oh, it's a Foda. Okay. So yeah, I thought they might have brought stout, but it is what it is. Not Lowland. They're obviously in Lidl at the moment. Well, they generally are anyway. Lone Pine Brewing. Never heard of them. Long Dog. No idea. Loose Cannon. It's not the Cannon. I think no. There's another brewery. I think it's an IPA. There's a Maltese brewery here, which brought quite a lot. Which is there we go. I don't know how. I think you were saying that it's not accurate what John is actually going to be bringing. Um, I've had the black IPA. They had that at Brew London. I've had a can of the bitter from a collaboration, and I was more interested in that Putin's Unsinkable Moscovia, which is it's in the gold now. For some reason I thought it was something else. But whether it's that or not, I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow. Mad Squirrel, most people have heard of those. Magic Rock, most people did hear of them. Mob Garden, they're bringing a bit of A game there. They've got 3 Impy Stouts, 10.5, 10.5, 11. So yeah, over the course of a few days, I'm going to try and get like third. Depends what's available, of course. Marble, of course, out of Manchester. Earl Grey IPA. I don't know what this thing is. 2.8 IPA. What are we calling an IPA? I don't know. So there's Marble Brewery out of the States as well, because I didn't know. These sound really good, this brewery. Morrow Bobo? Mega Beer? Mega Bear? I've checked them out on tap, and some of the ratings are off the chain, you know. A few more from Italy, a few more from the States. Italy, States, New Zealand, Mountain Brewing Company. There's a lot of brewers I've never heard of. Monty's, don't know who they are. Moongazer, I've reviewed a few really early on when I started reviewing. I think Norfolk. More Beer Co, of course, out of Somerset Way. Had a few of their bits in the past. Neen Valley, is it? Northampton, I think. I think it's up Jackman's neck of the wood. A few bits. Neptune, Nerd Brewing. Now they're all the big stouts, all bottles. They've got how many? They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 Impy Stouts. So they're bringing a lot of bottles by the look of it. So yeah, New Bristol. I'm interested in the Espresso Martina Cinder Toffee Stout. New River, can't say I've heard of them. Nightjar, I've heard of them. I think they're out of West Yorkshire. I've one or two of them, their beers, or one of their beers back in Easter, back in Margate, one of the beer fest there. We're up to N, not doing too bad. So North End, New Zealand Beer Collective, I believe that is. They got 3 beers. Then we go into some more classic like Oakham Citra. A couple here from Odell that I'll be definitely trying to try. I haven't seen their beers for ages in the UK. I had this beer off from what's it, Voodoo Chocolate Orange Stout. I had that in Easter. It's pretty impressive. Padstow, very underrated brewery in my eyes. Piala, they're bringing a mixed bag of stouts, lager, IPA, out of Estonia, of course. They are very good for their stouts. Especially their barrel series. Push. I can't pronounce it. They're out of Estonia. This one. They do some good stouts. 2 secs. Sorry about that. I had to go to the mute button. Probably a good time to actually. So we'll leave. Well, we're nearly there, aren't we? So let's carry on, and then we'll get to. Lost my train of thought then. So where are we going to? Yeah, loads of breweries I've just never heard of before, which is always interesting. I like trying different stuff, but then there's also that thing of, well, you're gonna. I mean, I don't know how the festival's going to be for tastings and shit like that. So whether you're, especially in the bottles and stuff, it's like, Ramsey's beer? Nah, never heard of them. Sorry. Rebellion, Red Cat, Redemption. They're a London-based brewery. Red Willow had one or two of their beers the other day. On cast, pretty good. They done a Kolsch, not Kolsch. They done a Hellas Lager. I think I tried on Sunday, which was really decent. Rising Tide Brewing Company. I think I've had one of their beers. They do a lot of things for like wildlife charities and stuff like that. I think they're out of New England somewhere. I'm not too sure. Rudgate, York chocolate stout. They do a decent mild I've had before, but it's not going to be there. Runaway Brewery, of course, out of Manchester. This Finnish brewery, but they're bringing a few bits by the look of it, so I'll have to have a look. I mean, Sam Adams are bringing a beer as well, which is a brown ale, so that'd be quite interesting. Settle, another brewery from Sidetrack Brewing Company out of the States. Another brewery out of Italy. Starting to bring a few bits and bats, but nothing that's really apart from Origin Story, which is this one here. That's the only one that's really standing out. Unfortunately, I've had it before, but I think they're bringing out a new series of beers, Time Hops, which is Time Hops. I think they're going into the another way of going into the single hop beers. A lot of these were, I mean, the Suspended In series, of course, have been around a while, but Time Hops, I don't know if that's a new series that they've got like 4 or 5 there. Skinner's, of course, down in Cornwall. Sleeping Village out of Norway, I've never heard of them. Ostel, another Cornish brewery. Staggeringly Good, again, Scott's neck of the woods. So Stagosaurus as their pale is the only one they're bringing. Not sure where Stardust are. Lots of breweries I've never heard of. Stone, how are people going to take to them with the recent sellout? I think there's ever been like 2 beers, but they don't bother me too much. I mean, as long as their beers taste all good, then that's where I'm at. Stroud, I think they're out Somerset way. And then Destruce Brewers out of the Black Dalmatian. They're bringing a few of the Black Dalmatian series. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a few other bits and bats. Grand Reserve. They got a lot of beers. Surrey Hills had a few of their bits before. Swanee, Swanee out of Orkney. Had the Porter before, pretty good. Tempest had the Pale Armadillo before. Thornbridge, Jaipur. I mean, I know Mark was saying he had never had it on cask before, so yeah. I mean, if it's a beer you can get in the supermarkets, but cask, yeah, it's probably not as regular as in some areas of the country than it is in others. It's down my way quite a lot, so. But yeah, a few other bits and pieces like Throwback Brewery, I've never heard of them. Looks like Kolsch, but Timothy Taylor, Dark Landlord, Titanic, good stuff out of Staffordshire, of course. The Plum Port is going to be on, as you would expect, really. The Chocolate and Vanilla Stout is pretty good. Then Tuol out of Denmark, all bottles. But nothing that's really kind of, I say that. We'll see how it goes. Tunbridge, they're just bringing the single American Pale. Top Rope out of Liverpool way. Both of which I've had before. So Twickenham, another local brewery. Twisted Wheel, which had a few beers from in the past. Again, I am flicking through some of these. So Van Mol, I don't think that's the name of the brewery, but they're bringing a hell of a lot of stuff. And a few more regular kind of Belgian-y sort of thing. Vitamin C, which is American-based brewery. I've had a few of their things before. They're bringing a bitter. That could be quite interesting. It's going to be on a hand pull, so an American beer on cask, just to see where they're at. Wouldn't be expecting much if it is cask travelling that far, but you never know. Vocation, everyone's heard of them, I would imagine. This one is in Tesco's at the moment, double IPA. I think good buddy Geordie's done a review fairly recently of that. So there are a few other bits and pieces that a few of their core range, but they're bringing a few bits. So we're going through it. Wild Beer Co. There we go. Pogo, Millionaire, Bibble, a few of their core range stuff. I'm more interested in this one if I get to it. So it's a saison with raspberries and pink pepper, blended with some spontaneous cool ship sour beer and passion fruit and hibiscus to recreate one of our classic beers. So sounds tasty. And that's going to be on hand pull, surprisingly. Wild card out of Bermondsey. North of the end. It's the north end of the Victoria line. Warmhamstow, I think. Winspet, never heard of them, I'm afraid. But XT used to have a lot of their cast down my way. Now they've just disappeared, and we've got through it. So go and check them out for yourself. If you are going, that's just my little kind of whiz through. It starts tomorrow, the Great British Beer Fest. So, sorry if I've not got to all your comments. Lord's never had them. That's right. I just managed to see it. So we've got new in. Gads aren't there. No. I've not missed too many. So we've got new coming in. Let's have a look. How you doing, Thomas? How you doing, mate? You're right. Hope you're keeping well. JV, cheers, man. Yeah, there's some interesting beers there for sure. JV's working. Yeah, it's a bit early for me, but I just thought I'd come on for. Well, it's been nearly an hour, for goodness sake. Wow, that went quick. But so just finishing up Track Brewing Company, collab with Flock. So there we go. Brought that with me from home. I want to review it quickly-ish. And that's pretty much it, really. So I don't know if there's any other live streams going on today, being a Monday. But yeah, lots of different stuff, David. Yeah, I was just about to ask you the same thing that Mark's just asked. So yeah, if you see us, I'll be wearing this. So and I might wear my red Gads top tomorrow as well. I don't know yet. I might take a change of. It's so warm. It's just crazy. The track are just one of the best in the country. Underrated. I know that they've gained a lot more popularity over the last sort of year or two. Remember when I first tried them years ago, and I thought, wow, these are good, and then they've just getting better. I think one of the best breweries of the last 2 or 3 years, I think, for me, in the country. So you're there Wednesday and Saturday. Okay, well, I should be there, David, mate. So not sure about Saturday yet, but we'll see how we go. Are you just there tomorrow then, Mark, or down for the day? Or hmm. I say I'm down in London until Sunday, and then I can't remember when the next train strikes are. I know they're striking on the 13th. It doesn't matter. I can work that out. Oh, loads of grapefruit then. Hmm. So yeah, any more? Let us know if you're going. Is anyone having a beer? I know it's a Monday, but it's been a real busy week. Yeah, mate, had a bit of time off. Okay, fair enough. Sure. All right. How are you feeling better, man? I'm probably going to head to um, Olympia area for 10, and then I might go and get some breakfast somewhere just to start off with. I can leave here about just after 9. I say just off, yeah, about. I think the overground's working. That's the quickest way for me from get a bus to Clapham Junction, then the overground. So it's not that far. It's like a 10-minute bus, and then like a 10-15 minute London Overground. So it's not. I think it's like 2 or 3 stops, if that. So, but we'll see. Let's see how we go. And I think I believe Rasco is going. I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to him for a little while. Um, yeah, they're striking on. Oh, are they? Sorry to hear about that, man. Yeah, I don't know how you're going to do it, but can't you share a taxi with some mates, like an Uber or something, or yeah, or a bus, or me, I don't know. But yeah, all right, that's all right then. Yeah, I know it's going to cause a few issues for some people. For London Craft Beer Festival is that weekend, the Friday and the Saturday, so I don't know how that's going to pan out for some folk. So I walk across to Charing Cross and get the bus. So, okay, that's fair. Yeah, it's only selective ones, isn't it? Certain sort of regional. But I know the Overground, London Overground, is included on that day. So it's like, and I think is it Thursday and I can't remember. I know there's a few days of it. It's like, yeah, I think it's the week after it gets silly. So yeah, an Uber, yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it? You need to give yourself more time and just tell the missus, look, I might not get home at a reasonable hour, but it's not my fault. And it's like one of them, you know. You've been out ages, like yeah, but can't get around. Any excuse really. Um, so yeah, so that's it really. Just wanted to flick through that, and you're gonna walk to Tobacco Dock. Yeah, I don't know if. So you going to that as well? Obviously, you're going to that as well, David. So I don't know what you look like or nothing. So apologies. I'm like, do you know what I mean? If I see you and I don't know, I just don't know. Have I seen you before? I can't remember. Have I seen you before? You have been on stream before, haven't you? My mind's shot to shit. So don't know. Um, anyway, we'll have a beer, whatever. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you do go, come and say hello. Um, I'll be wandering around. I'll be doing a lot of filming, so trying to do some reviews. Okay, that's why. Yeah, yeah. No worries, man. Um, Oh, we'll be doing lots of reviews and shit. Even just shorter ones. I'll be doing a few. Um, I I think names. Graham's going, Simon, and I think Andy's going from Monson. I'm not sure about anyone else, to be honest, that I know of. They're two I do know of. Anyone else, I'm not sure. Not sure, but yeah. Anyway, if you do come say hello, whatever. I'll have a good time if I don't see you. Huh, well, there we are. We'll see about that. Yeah, see you tomorrow, Mark. I'll message you and we'll couple before we go in or whatever. Um, I don't even know what entrance. I've only been once, and it was 7 years ago, and apparently it's not the same entrance because they're doing it up, and the Olympia. So I have no idea what's going on. How you doing, Sam? Nice one, man. Just about to go, so you're the knob. Um, so yeah, so that was a quick whiz through the beer list anyway. So everyone, have a good week. Good week, and said weekend. Have a good week, and yeah, happy Monday. Have a good evening, rest of your day, or wherever you're at in the world, or good Tuesday morning if you're Sam. So take it easy, and yeah, keep safe. Nice one. Cheers for now. I might do a live stream during the week. Never know.